Welcome back to Happy Place Cooking. Today I am going to be making mini cornbread loaf casseroles, and I am going to be doing this two different ways. So you're gonna want to stick around to see both of the recipes. I'm starting right now with a pound of ground beef. I just want to get that nice and browned. I'm going to go ahead and add just a little bit of Mrs. Dash. Just want to have a little bit of seasoning in this burger. I'll be starting with the Jessie version of these cornbread loaf casseroles, and I'm just using a generic mac and cheese. You can use any type of box of mac and cheese. This burger is nice and brown. I'm going to go ahead and turn that off, and I did drain some of the grease while it was cooking. I'll see if I can drain a little bit more of that off. While my macaroni is cooking up, I'm going to take a cornbread mix and I'm going to prepare it exactly as it states on the box. 2/3 cup of milk, 1 egg, 1/3 cup of vegetable oil. And I'm just going to mix all that up. Okay, that looks good. My macaroni appears to be done. I'm going to get that drained off and get it mixed up. Before I start working up assembling Jessie's mini loaves, I'm going to go ahead and work on my ingredients. That way I can put them in the loaf pan at the same time. My pan does 4 loaves at a time. My version is going to be spicy. I'm using the Flamin' Hot mac and cheese, and I'm also going to be using jalapeno cornbread mix, and I'm even going to add some jalapenos. While that is getting ready to boil, I am going to go ahead and start mixing up my cornbread. I will be mixing my cornbread mix according to the packaging. Also, I need a 1/3 cup of milk, a 1/3 cup of water, and 1 egg. Just gonna get all that nice and mixed up. While I am waiting for my noodles to get finished, I'm going to go ahead and get my oven on and get it preheated to 400. It is right in the middle of what each cornbread mix calls for, so that should be a good temperature to set at. Alright, those look done. I'm going to get those drained and get them mixed up. You might be wondering why I am not using milk or butter. I'm actually using the water, the pasta water that this cooked in. I don't want it to be too loose. I'm going to start with Jessie's mix, and I'm just going to line the bottom. I did spray my pan with some cooking spray. I'm going to add a layer of beef. Then I'm going to add a little bit of mozzarella. Then I'm going to add a layer of his mac and cheese. And then I'm going to layer another layer on top of cornbread mix. I do want to get those noodles covered. Now I'll get his other one done, and then I'll be back and start on mine. Same process. Just gonna get a bottom layer. Going to layer in beef. Put some mozzarella on top. Some of my flamin' hot mac and cheese. I am gonna throw on some jalapenos, and you can use any you like, or you can even leave them off. I really probably should have put those under my brownies there, but that's fine. And then I'm gonna layer with another layer of jalapeno cornbread mix. Make sure it's good and covered. Get some of them little roni guys trying to peek out there. I am gonna go ahead and put a couple of jalapenos on top. I'm gonna finish this up, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put them in the oven, probably for at least 25 minutes. It could end up being a little bit longer. It just depends when that cornbread is done. I need to make sure it's fully cooked before I pull them from the oven. All done, out of the oven. Ended up taking about 40 minutes. These are gonna have to cool down before I can give them a taste test, so I'm gonna do that, and then I will be back. It's a mini cornbread stuffed with mac and cheese, and ground beef. It's gonna be pretty hot. What do you think?
It's good.
Cool. Now I gotta try mine because I made mine with a bunch of jalapeno stuff. Okay, cut into mine. You can see the flaming hot mac and cheese. Ooh, it's hot. Got a jalapeno in there, and the beef. You can see the mozzarella. That's really good. Nice and spicy. I like it. So this is one of those recipes that you can kind of alter and do it the way you want to do it. You could use turkey burger, you could use ground chicken, you don't have to use roast beef, or you don't have to use ground beef. You don't have to use, of course, flaming hot, mac and cheese. You can use any cornbread recipe you want. You can use boxed cornbread, just however you want to do it. If you make a version of this, be sure and come back and leave me a comment and let me know what you thought of it. Thanks for watching. Happy eating!